Which I guess brings up to my next thing. When do you want me to come visit? I'm like trying to plan my summer and like days off. So
yeah, I will need to look. I don't think I have any conferences scheduled, but
because you guys wanted me up in June, and the issue is June is difficult. June is very difficult. Because I thought I had said in the text at one point a date range. It was Memorial Day. I had mentioned Memorial Weekend.
I'm sure you did. I've just been doing all the conferences and stuff.
Right. So, because I had proposed Memorial Weekend, but the problem with Memorial Weekend is because didn't we want to go to Theodore Roosevelt my next trip? Wasn't that the plan?
I think that was an option, yeah, if you wanted to.
Yeah. We'd probably end up staying out there, I would assume.
Yeah, they have a little town we can stay in.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to figure out a time though.
We'll have to. Memorial Weekend would be busy to go to the national park, but I feel like Theodore's kind of out there. I don't know how many people really, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we showed up there 2 weeks after everything had closed, and it was perfect.
Oh yeah, well, so I don't know. I mean, obviously up there, it's a lot cool. Although I don't know about the Badlands, but I feel like it's cooler up there a bit longer than it is here. So like, even if you wait towards end of June.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd probably be high 70s by then, maybe.
Right, which I don't know. I wouldn't be awful.
Yeah, it'd be
I don't know.
pretty nice here in the summer.
But I think my big problem with the end of June was because I think my Cali trip, we don't want to go Memorial Day weekend because we could still get caught up in bad weather up in the mountains. Unlikely, but it is still a possibility. So you got to go middle of June. But then obviously now I'm taking a week off coming back. I'm taking like 2 straight weeks off to go on trips.
Nice.
Which would be insane. I don't think they would let me do that. But I have the PTO now. PTO. Paid time off. Yeah, I have the PTO to do it now.
I'm sure they just love that.
That's the funny thing. I could take 2 weeks straight now. Just be gone for 2 weeks straight. I have 80 hours built up, so it's like it's not
very nice.
It's not even like so I'm not even I don't even know what I'm gonna. It was the funny thing because it was the funniest thing, right? My coworker even told me because I was planning I've got a trip in April next year, and she's like, "You take so much time off," and I'm like, "Ma'am, no, I don't. I have 2 weeks of PTO still. It's the end of the year. No, I do not take that much time off." But
use it or lose it.
Yeah, exactly. But see, a lot of time when I'm planning days off, I plan them around holidays, and so I get an extra day in there.
That's how you do it. Save you some time. Well, save you some driving time at least.
What will? Driving time.
Like you get an extra day where you can drive.
Oh. Well, no. Well, see, a lot of times we plan around my lockout, where my company requires me to take 9 days off straight. 9 days straight off. So it's like, and also true. I mean, maybe this year I'll take even longer breaks. I tried to take a 10-day this year. I took a 10-day last year. I should have taken. I wish I could have taken a 10-day this year, but boss was like, nope. She had a day off right before I left.
It's a bummer.
But that's why I gotta figure this out now, because she was just like, Doc, you're when I told her I wanted to get April, she was just like, Doc, that's half a year away. Do not be concerned about it. I'm like, yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, when I was trying October, I remember my weekend for the eclipse, there were like everybody wanted that weekend off.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, that was fall break, but there's a reason I took that off way back beginning of this year. I know
Yep.
it seems silly, but there's a reason. And it's also why I'm like trying to get all this stuff planned now, because June is a very big hot month for trips. So it's like, everybody in the branch goes in June. So it's like trying to take that time.
Yeah, it's always better to do it early.
Yeah.
Like ask for it off early.
Yep. So. But I think if we do it Memorial Day, which is I think the 27th, right?
I could not tell you.
Oh, Google. Memorial Day 2024. Yep, May 27th. Exactly as I suspected. This would work great. Because if you guys are okay with me coming up then, I'll come around that weekend. Or it could be, no, I don't, maybe I could do the following weekend. I don't know. I'll have to ask the boss. I don't remember if she said, I think she said the next weekend was the busy one. Maybe it was June 1st. I don't remember. I'll have to ask her. But I can do either one of those weekends. Okay. And then I'll go on my trip to Cali when she gets back from her vacation. So like leave like the 17th or something like that. Or, I might start it on the 15th of June. Be back on like the 25th or 24th.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just like, I'm big tripped out for the year. I got my North Dakota trip out of the way. I got the solar eclipse out of the way. I got my Cali trip out of the way. And then Phil wants to go up to Michigan for like a weekend or something silly like that. Because he doesn't want to, on our way up to Maine sometime at the end of the decade, he doesn't want to have to make a detour into Michigan. He wants to have Michigan done and dusted. So that's not a problem. Which is fair enough. I think we're also gonna I think this whole plan is like Michigan, Indiana, Wisconsin, and maybe Minnesota. But I think our trip for 2025 is he wants to drive up. We're going to Washington, but we're going to take the long way there. We're going to go not through Minnesota, but up to Minnesota, North Dakota. He's never been up there, and then cut across Montana all the way out to Washington. It will probably have to be the western part of Washington and not the eastern part. That would take forever. Luckily, I'm going to see the Pacific Ocean this year. So,
there you go.
We're going to hit up Idaho, Oregon, and California. So, that will be fun. Yeah. I gotta be, yeah. We've had challenges at work. Because I'm doing all this. I cannot read the map behind me. I cannot. It's illegible from this distance. But we had a thing at work where I was like, could you fill in if I gave you a blank U.S. map, can you fill in every state?
Like, is it outlined or do you have to draw the shapes?
No, outlined. I could probably do shapes too.
If it was outlined, I could do it. If it was shapes, I'd probably forget one at least.
I could do. Oh my god, I gotta give myself a challenge now. That sounds exciting. I'll have to do that at work tomorrow. God,
there you go.
Wouldn't that be... I feel like I'd screw up some of the borders, though. Especially... because I would just start with Washington, then Oregon, Cali, then Nevada, Idaho, Montana, kind of work my way through, and then just kind of go in strips. And then Wisconsin, Michigan, those will be easy. Illinois might be difficult. And Indiana. Problem is Kentucky and Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio. And then, I might screw up like where Rhode Island and Massachusetts are, because Massachusetts is a jank shape. Like those are all jank, right?
Yeah, Connecticut, that area.
Yeah, those jank. They lay out jankly. You got to remember, like, so like they're a block of 3 states, because you have
New England area stuff.
Massachusetts that does this, and then you've got Connecticut, and then Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm.
What's above them? I don't know. I don't know how all those things. Oh, ugh.
Well, we'll have to look forward to it, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, let me know. Talk to a badass bitch. See what she says.
I sure will.
See if I will let you know if I can do the first. The boss, she said she wanted to take. I can't remember what weekend she needed off. I cannot remember what days and week and she wanted off. I don't think it's the first though. So I can either do that weekend or I can do the previous weekend.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about it.
27th. Yeah, talk to her. Anyways, that is the end of the podcast, my friends. I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and wow, it's only 43 minutes. I thought it was longer. And good night.